Good afternoon and welcome back to the Australian Under-22 Ultimate Championships. We've got WA and New South Wales, two heavyweights of the men's division, coming up for this one. My name's Max Stenstrom. I'm joined in the booth, as always, by Brendan Canzeri. Brendo, give us a little rundown on what we should expect.
That's some good frisbee. WA coming off a ripper win, and New South Wales also coming off a tight win. They'll be rare and good to go.
Yeah, New South Wales got up 11-8 over Victoria. The classic New South Wales-Victoria matchup. They got the better of that rivalry. And so we'll kick things off here. WA on offense. Rifle one through the centre to Ryan Kovlevs. He's on that far side, marked by Fisher Day. That'll be a fireworks matchup, surely one to watch for this game. Now they're in the centre of the field. Podmore, stall count rises. Eventually finds Deering. He'll give the little give-go. Deering, one of the athletes to watch on this WA team. And Bennett cuts that one out well.
New South Wales now on the flip. Oscar, also one to watch this game. Oh, Kovlevs. Athletic sniff. Unlucky he didn't get that one.
And Bennett flips that one. Oh, I thought that was in. He's just on the doorstep. 6 inches out. Gets it back, and Dylan Bennett does well to toe that in. And New South Wales start on defense and open their account with a break, 1-0.
Good opening point there. Some sneaky throws, some good bids. Could be a great insight to how this game is heading.
Yeah, Kovlevs going horizontal, almost getting the D earlier in that point, and then Bennett does well. Sneaky, keeps the toes in the end zone and holds on to that. There's a little bit of a breeze, a little bit right to left, I think, on your screens, but not enough to really make a huge difference. But the throwers will have to adjust and adapt. It'll really, you know, differentiate the real class throwers on the field, which there definitely are a few. Brendo, who's to watch out for on the WA team in terms of throwing power?
I'd say Ryan Black. He's got a flick that can go. Wesley Podmore, he's got good control and composure under pressure with the disc and the short ball game. Just be interesting to see. I was going to say with this wind how WA's athletic game will go with them, because they got some big bodies, some fast bodies out there. Maybe not the throwing power that they need, though, for this wind. It'll be interesting to see. As Black. Oh!
And that's that athletic play. Doesn't necessarily have to be off long shots. Just keeping the disc alive on little things like that makes a huge difference.
It's a great fill there by Varun. That's Oswald now on the doorstep. Oh, Aiden getting up. He's got to reach as well, but that one just too high for him again.
You can see he's got springs, though. If we get another look at that, he's seriously elevated up. But the wind maybe getting underneath that. And it popped up late in the throw. Angus McDonald bring the disc back in for New South Wales. Very experienced player. One of the leaders on this team. He's the captain. Hell of a thrower. And he'll find Dylan Bennett in the centre. To Rolls. He's got Dennis Tran, Greater Western Sydney's greatest athlete, streaming deep, but the throw doesn't come. Back to McDonald. To Hannah in the centre. New South Wales working patiently upwind. Different style from WA. WA looking like they want to take the aggressive options. New South Wales much more happy to grind.
WA just need to tighten up on defence now. They've been able to slow New South Wales here. Gussie McDonald sending that one back to Sydney. I didn't mind the thought, though.
I like the thought. I'm with you on that. The execution left a little bit to be desired. A good 15, 20 out the sideline. Maybe expecting the wind to put the brakes on.
You know what? Second point, go for gold. Do it, I reckon. Let's see what Wes Podmore does here. High stall.
Desperation scuba. Something over the top. Is he going to make the call? Looks like we've got a call. Stall out contested.
Buy him a second or two here now.
I'm notoriously bad on this stuff, but I think if there's a contested stall out and the throw goes up and it's a turn, then it's a turn anyway. And it looks like that's what's going to happen.
Yep, exactly right. Gus McDonald picking up now. That is good handle movement.
Tran and McDonald connect well. They're two blue bottle teammates, so you can see that chemistry. Playing for Australia on the Australian mixed team here in Perth at the World 24 Championships January this year, where they finished 4th. So some real quality. Tran tries to sneak one in, and he does, to Don Doe. High stall count there. Felt the pressure rising, but he sneaks one out. New South Wales, 2-0 lead. Stamping their authority on this one early. And you can see the important pivotal role that Gus McDonald and Dennis Tran are both playing. It's been great to see Tran develop as a player. 12 months ago, he was a phenomenal athlete, but maybe not that composure with the disc that you saw there. Real nice maturity. Waited till the good shot opened up and gets himself an assist early in the game.
Just want to remark as well on New South Wales handler movement. It's quick and it's good. You see a lot of the teams. They'll move the disc and then, or a handler will move the disc and then they'll look to get the disc back straight away. Apologies, can't speak now. And in doing so, they'll just crowd the disc, bringing over another defender. New South Wales, they get it off, they get up line, taking their player out while being a threat as well. See if WA can respond to that. Got McKenzie now. Ooh, Kovlev's waiting for that one. Got lucky from Hannah's bid coming through. Oh,
They just jam it up that far sideline.
that was sneaky. Defender don't have eyes in his head, so couldn't see that one coming. And just pinched it in there. WA on the board.
Open their account nicely. They steady the ship. New South Wales jumped out to an early lead, getting a break to start things off, but WA clearly just needed to settle for a second. And you can see they're very capable of stringing together some nice offense up that far sideline. That's Lucas Cottrell with the assist. One of the probably the younger members on this team, but definitely one to watch.
Speaking of younger members of the WA team, Joel Pash there catching that goal. You think being in Perth that, you know, the WA team don't have to travel that much. Joel has come from Geraldton, so for those that don't know, that's probably the equivalent of driving from, we'll just say Brisbane to Sydney, I suppose.
That's a good 12-hour drive, 10, 12-hour drive. Wow.
And, yeah, also being a younger player.
That's awesome to see that it's not just a Perth team, it really is a Western Australian team.
100%. And WA's big, by the way.
In case you didn't know, WA is massive. Oh, and Fisher Day. 2 hands through the bread basket.
I think that was the classic, oh no, someone's going to touch this. Oh dear, they didn't touch it. Pash with the disc now. Up line, Cottrell gets a hand on it, has a second go. Brings that one down. Oscar, great mark defense. Causing that turn.
And New South Wales get another chance to go upfield and upwind. Don Doe and Gus McDonald scissor paper rock for the right to pick up this disc. Doe clearly won, but he sent it straight away to Gus McDonald. WA in a zone look. Fisher holds on to that one. Dumps, looks for the give go, instead goes to Rolls. The 2 or 3 metres out, and he'll sneak one in today. Those two connect well, and that's another upwinder for New South Wales. They've come out strong this match. Come out firing with intensity. Interestingly, that New South Wales finished their last game winning 11-8 in a tight one against Vic. WA, on the other hand, rolled over South Australia 15-1. Maybe in that game, obviously not having to play with the same level of intensity, but taking a little while to ramp back up to that kind of top level of play that they're going to have to bring if they want to push New South Wales.
Yeah, definitely. On the other end of the spectrum there, we'll be interested to see if New South Wales, just coming off a high point game, will be able to run out this game as well. They've started well, started strong. There's a long way to go.
There certainly is, and these WA boys do look fit. So we'll see if they can, as you say, over the course of a full game, wear down New South Wales. Because as good as they look, they're running, you know, a good 70–80% of their play through 3 or 4 players. We'll see whether fatigue becomes a factor.
Bruin with the disc now, starting off with a swing to Wes. Podmore. Kovlev's again. Safe hands there. Gets it to the middle of the field. Whitby now. Just not on the chest for Ryan Black, unfortunately.
Get another look at, and this is Mark McClay. Gets off his feet, almost gets the block on that, but as you say, great hands by Kovlev's. Cool under pressure. So they move the disc to the far side. Feng to McClay. Finds Sau. Looks for Varley, but it's off target and an easy D for WA. And they'll shoot to the end zone.
Here we go. Oswald, bookends. Get up, son. Oh, almost got that one and almost got the clean up off the miss.
And he has a good couple of inches on Sau. There's going to be a call. We'll have another look.
We'll see what happens.
Or maybe he's saying he could have had a better second go at it, but there wasn't a lot of contact up in the air, at least from this angle. Obviously difficult for us to see it.
So it's a fine line across as well. What's to me? I don't think that's contact.
No, and look, neither do they. They've withdrawn it, and I think that's the right call, as
Definitely,
you say.
definitely.
Just a little bit of hip and shoulder as they went up, and that's just incidental when you've got a bunch of guys working hard with intensity. And now Varley finds Sau. Sau makes sure of this central pass to Revi. Bennett. Bennett, one of the stars of this New South Wales team 12 months ago. Now Varley. Back to Revi. Sau. Moving it quickly. They love to keep the disc fizzing about, not allowing WA to really lock things down. Varley about 15 metres out. Centres back to Sau. Comes near side to Revi. Breaks the mark, lovely low release backhand. And they'll find Sau in the end zone.
What a pluck.
That was beautiful offense. Champagne ultimate, just dump swing, take the easy shots when they're there, work it up the field. I mean, a couple of nice throws, as you see Revi break the mark. But really just never in doubt the whole way up the field. And then, yeah, as you say, nice pluck to finish it off. Brenda, you obviously know Revi pretty well. Goanna's teammates.
Indeed.
Almost a year ago.
Yep, he was the baby of the group, along with Billiam Foreman, who unfortunately has suffered an ankle injury, so couldn't be here this weekend. But yeah, Harrison Revi, or Rabs, also jumped away with Colony to their recent very successful WAC campaign. So that boy's got a whole lot of experience and talent. Kid can play, kid can play.
And a whole lot of bling. Got a silver medal from WAC and a bronze from 24s. Pretty impressive stash for a guy of his age.
Indeed. Bright future ahead.
And they're coached by Brendan Chang.
Brendan Chang, the fastest man in Ultimate. Or Dennis Tran might have something to say about that, actually.
Or maybe we can arrange a Dennis Tran Chang matchup at halftime.
Yeah, a under-22s duelio.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Showcase game.
That's all. That's what the people want. Give them what they want.
And that's also what the people want. Sick bids like that. Unlucky Cottrell couldn't get a hold of that one. See what WA can do on defense. Aiden Deering! Run through block.
That's
Here
what
we
he
go.
can do.
Bookends. Put it up there for him.
Oh,
look at this. He's
yes.
done.
Deering and Day.
Go again. Oh.
Oh, Fisher Day gets some revenge on Aiden Deering. And they high-five because they know that's a matchup that's going to keep giving fireworks.
That is stratospheric. I don't know if that's a word, but I was referring to the stratosphere.
Day in midfield. Thinks about the big backhand, but doesn't pull the trigger. Now they pull the trigger. Go towards the end zone. Hayden rolls, but it's
eaten up by cobwebs.
Yeah, straight to him. Straight to him.
Cobwebs, as the WA boys call him, or WA community.
Tim Dugmore was wide open in the end zone, but the pass didn't come.
Kovalev now. Did have Cottrell outline. There's a poach, and it's Deering. Oh, fingertips of Dugmore. And can't reel it in.
Another opportunity. New South Wales out of a diagonal stack. McDonald winds up and unleashes. Hayden rolls on Koblevs. He's got the height advantage. Can he win the aerial battle? Yes, he can. 6'4", 192 centimetres, and he uses every inch of it there. Climbs the ladder. Hayden rolls, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know him, you know him now. As he puts Ryan Kovalevs on a poster.
You cannot teach height.
Can't teach tall. Have another look. Rolls had better position as well. Boom. Sticks up the right paw. Straight over the top of Kovalevs.
What was he trying for after that? What was the celebration? Was he trying for a P or a C or a...
I'm not sure. I thought maybe a D. It wasn't
D?
a D, it was a goal.
No. P.
Bit uncertain.
Oh, let us know what he was doing there.
Yeah, comment in on the live stream if you've got any thoughts.
Yeah.
Let us know. We might check that at halftime and get back to you. Or we might be able to get one of our sideline reporters. We have two of them this game, Annie Jessup and Michael Vernon, to do some investigating for us and report back. But they've taken a timeout, which is fair enough. New South Wales have jumped out in this one. WA, just with the one on the board. What do you feel like the difference is at this point? What's holding these boys back?
I think WA's defensive intensity, it's there, but it's not, I want to say smart, I suppose. They need to, instead of defending the player, they need to also recognise where the disc is. It just looks like they're chasing at the moment, and New South Wales can just take a stroll wherever they want in the park. They need to find a common ground with their defence, what they want to do. Are they happy for New South Wales to punt it long? Do we want to stop the unders? Do we want to get them on the near sideline, the far sideline? Are we baiting a block? Just seems like WA playing defence.
Because they've definitely got the athletes and they're working hard out there. They've got the intensity, but as he's saying, maybe don't have a clear idea of what their plan is, what their defensive goal is, what they're trying to achieve. Jodie Palmer, the coach of this WA team, very experienced and accomplished player in her own right.
Also coming off a WUC campaign with Ellipsis.
So she'll bring that international knowledge of the game to Perth. Looks like just got a bit of horror from WA, nothing too fancy. Keeping it pretty vanilla.
Vanilla is actually my go-to milkshake, so I don't have a problem with it.
Oh, Fisher Day snags that one. Comes down. Little pop to Varley. Goes to McDonald. Swings to Sow. McClay. To Day. Bookends for Fisher Day. What an athlete.
That is powerful offensive transition. I don't think the stall count started with any of those passes or possessions.
You're right, and it's just so hard to play defense when you're playing catch up the whole time.
Let's see if the replay will play it out. That is, this is length. Look at this. Pass, hot potato. Boom, boom, boom. Uno, dos. Give me one more. Goal.
It was literally catch, turn, pivot, throw for each player.
Who needs 10 seconds?
New South Wales currently doing it with 2. And they're making it look easy.
That's good if you can only count to 2.
Well,
you wouldn't be very good at defense if you got stuck at 7.
It's true. You wouldn't. But I guess New South Wales make it easy, knowing that the WA boys might struggle with that. They don't make them have to get beyond that. No, I love people from Perth. They're great. Very happy to be here.
And we can count.
You can. You can indeed. Brendo's got his socks off, so he can go all the way to 20 at the moment.
Bruin looking for a dump. Struggling. Finds an inside there in Whitby. And Hannah with the D.
I think that's one of those ones where you don't actually touch it, but you're just there enough to make the offensive player think about it twice.
Defensive presence. I always claim it when I'm on the D-line. First team all defense.
First team all defense. John O'Keys gets his first touches of the game. He's another real young player to watch.
Oh!
Though not a great first touch.
I'll tell you what, the horizontality of both of those players then was great. It's fantastic. It's what we want. Gus McDonald can only agree with me.
Digging deep into the dictionary for that one. But I have to agree. Rabs gets fully horizontal like few others. Keys in the center. It's currently none from 1 for passes. There he goes. Completes one. Oh, we got a little bobble. Did he put that down? Looks like he did.
Good on you, Hannah. Podmore quick to pick up the disc. Oh, sneaks that through.
Koblevs almost comes in and cleans up. But New South Wales move quickly.
Almost too quickly. We've got Rentan on the mark now.
Through the hands again. People dropping it left, right and centre. Maybe just starting to push that pace a touch too much. Rushing it a little, thinking about the next pass before you actually secured it.
Looks like Oswald. What can he do? Oh, mamma mia.
Ryan Koblevs.
Manja, manja, manja. Eat that up. That's what some of these WA boys can do.
And what can you do as a defender against something like that? You're in great position. They just put it out knowing that Kovlev's is going to make a hell of a play and reel that in. I'm sure we'll get another look at that one in slow motion.
It was almost another thrower-initiated throw. There was that sniff again by both Rentan and Rabs. And look, there he is again. Oh,
Jeez, the guy likes to get
the
his shirt
boy
dirty.
lives horizontal.
That's that cold drop from Innes. Disappointing. And then bam. Kovlev says to Rabs, anything you can do, I can do just as well.
Oh, we'll say it's a little bit better.
All right. I didn't want to make
He's got,
Rabs feel bad, but
look at that hair
it's pretty
on
good.
Kovlev's.
To be perfectly honest, I saw him at a distance before and thought he was you.
There's a few people like that. They've got a glimpse of me and thought, hey, he's a good-looking rooster. I might see if I can...
From a distance.
From a distance. Hey, got a good face for commentary, apparently. Here we go. WA starting on defence.
Yeah, they haven't had to do a lot of that, but they get another one on the board and look to get this one a little bit more even. McDonald today just keeps his toes inside the line. Dumps to McDonald. Doe to the far side to Francis. Geez, there's a lot of rep talent on this team. But despite the powerhouse on paper team that they have, New South Wales went down early today. Oh! Fisher Day kills a man in cold blood on your screens.
Wowee.
He's a serial killer. He's on a rampage.
Oh, turned that man into a stepladder.
Can't wait to see this again.
I did have some thoughts about this point, but like most of the time, I think I just go blank. Oh, big man.
See ya. Good night. Fisher Day is just stamping his authority all over this game. Doing it offensively and defensively. Nobody can stop him. Suddenly 6-2 out, New South Wales. Controlling position. What I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by Fisher Day's heroics, was Queensland actually got up over this New South Wales team earlier today. It was 11-10 universe points, so a tight one. But Queensland managing to take down the early tournament favourites.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the tournament turns out.
I think that's one of the really fun things about these kind of age group categories. So hard to predict who's going to be the top teams.
Oh.
And they're always full of highlights like that one.
This is great.
Definitely match of the day so far, in my opinion. I know the scoreline's a bit one-sided, but the play feels really tight.
Sold him a house. Bruin with that fake, and Kovlev's just a bit short of the end zone there. Settle, boy. You got it. The cheeky lefty. Podmore knocking on the door. Good morning.
Good day and good night.
That is Ethan, another young player. Ethan Foggin, another young player for the WA boys. He's come a long way. I coached him under 18s a couple, or not this year, gone, the year before. And he was fresh to the game. And he was good work ethic, put in a lot of work. And from then to now, you can tell that he has, because he's improved a whole lot, and the confidence as well, which is a big part of throwing the plastic in the park. and especially with wind like this.
Oh, massive, massive. You just got to back yourself sometimes, especially in these tricky conditions. Sometimes you got to know that it's not going to be pretty, but you got to grit your teeth and make it work. You obviously you played on this team last year.
Indeed.
How do you think this year's lineup compares to last year's?
Different. There's maybe, say, 50% of the team are returning. Some have moved on to different things, i.e. they turned older, or the WA mixed team, WA Field 2 mixed teams. So
impressive.
Bit of a spread.
It looks like a bit of zone look for the first time from WA. Mix things up. See if that'll get them the breaks they need. Dondo. Gus McDonald. He's got rolls streaming deep in acres. Oh, he doesn't see it though. He is one to pull the trigger, but he doesn't there. Goes the scuba over the top instead to Tran, who makes it look harder than it probably was and then turns it over.
Oof. That's Alex O'Neill, known as Pups. Here he is again. Nice gainer there. Oh, let's one rip.
Oh, gonna bubble up. Second effort. Oh, cleaned up nicely by Doe. Centers to Francis. Here's his big frame. Blades a flick over the top to Tran and rolls.
Oh, you'd wonder if there was any talk there, and if there was, if if Tran called it, or Rolls.
Yeah, it seemed pretty last minute that Rolls decided to try and catch it. Oh, that was a little far out in front, but a great opportunity. WA making a bit of a stand here.
I don't mind that look from Julian Bocking there. The shot into space. It just needed to account for the sort of crosswind pushing down on the face of the disc.
Yeah, the separation was there. The shot was on.
Oh, look at this. They've put New South Wales in a tough spot.
But now New South Wales get moving, and we know how tough they are to stop once they do. Blade across the field. Francis loves that stuff.
Oh no, there's a caravan park back there. Rolls attacking the disc, but the throw just wasn't on point for him. Oh, he did well to come back in and attack that.
Now WA have to go the full 70 yards.
Cottrell, inside break, picked off by McDonald. Oh, was that a Brucey flick?
What just happened? We're going to have to get that on a
WA
replay.
off though. How's the punt? Bocky!
Oh! Great bid. Can't hold on. New South Wales don't waste time. Rolls, holds on to this one. Back to Francis. Doe. Now the draw count gets a bit high. New South Wales slow down as WA transition to match D. Rolls. He shoots deep. But that one will fall short.
Matt McKenzie bringing that one down. Oh, we're going to have a call here. I think so. Kinsella had that.
Oh, Tran looks like he's...
No. Oh, that's doubtful for the Dulio later on.
Damn, that puts the Braden Chang, Dennis Tran Dulio at risk. The show that everyone tuned in naturally to see. But he'll be replaced. WA back in action. We've got violation. Someone a little eager to get things going again. Oh, they go long immediately. Tim Dugmore.
3-on-1.
Oh, Tim Dugmore.
Doesn't matter.
3-on-1 sounds like good odds to him.
He dug and he got more. What a win for WA there.
And that's an upwinder as well, so it's extra valuable. And that's a break back. WA making the scoreline a little more respectable, though still plenty of work to do. Timeout called. What do you say to your troops if you're Braden Cheng right now?
I reckon I'll keep it simple. You got experienced minds out there like Dennis Tran, who unfortunately has come off a bit sore after that point. But you got experienced minds out there, McDonald, Francis, Hannah. You got boys that know how to play. Just keep it simple. Just say, fellas, put it in the end zone. If you're on defense, get the disc back and put it in the end zone.
It's a simple game.
Oh, on paper.
Very simple game on paper. Catch, run, throw, repeat. And you end up with the runs on the board.
Indeed. I believe there's a reference in there with the turn from McDonald that I used, the Brucey flick. We might be able to later on find a YouTube link for Kyle Brucey O. Bronze medal match, could have been a semi-final of his Goanna's campaign. Caught the pull, or caught a gainer from the pull, and a nice flick fake turned into a horizontal flick, a 90-degree flick out of bounds.
I know exactly the one you're talking about.
It is a reference that's I think needs to be brought back.
It's 2013?
Oh, it sounds about right. The boy's getting old now.
He's an old man. Don't tell him, though.
Yeah, don't tell him I said that. Oh, I reckon we could get Anson Chung, or surely someone could gift that. Or there probably is already a gift.
There probably is, and if there isn't, whoever's tuning in on this live stream, make it happen for us, and then post it in the comments on this live stream so all the other viewers get the joy.
Or if you have that gift, I'd be surprised if Kyle didn't have that himself. Should be a wallpaper.
Yeah, let's make this happen, people, if it hasn't already. Send it in, share it, tweet it. Because that's what we need in our life, a little bit more Brucey flick, as does everyone. New South Wales going upwind. Interesting, got out their other line, not their typical O-line. Revai and Keys will do a lot of the handler work at the back. And looks like they're joined by Derek Lau.
Oh, how's your block? Could have been his hand, could have been his head. Doesn't matter, it's a turn.
Alex O'Neill. Stops things
Job
right there.
passed.
Oh,
He went upstairs.
over
again.
everyone!
Oh!
What a grab! What a second effort, third effort, fourth effort even.
I didn't think he could get more, but he dug, and he dug more. Tim Dugmore. Working for Cleanaway here. Emptying the dumpster.
Comes up with some lovely trash. They were looking for O'Neill. Goes over the heads of 4 players, and then Tim Dugmore out of nowhere. The two-handed clap layout.
I'm going to say it again. The horizontality of this game is... I'm starting to think I'm not sitting upright. I need to get a level out and see what's flat. Maybe the earth isn't flat. Maybe the earth is vertical. Maybe that's what's happening here.
And all these yeah, that's what just makes them all look horizontal.
Conspiracy theorists, let me know what you think. I think I got a new one, and I think I'm onto something.
All of a sudden, we're back within 2. And momentum is all in the WA end of things right now. New South Wales go back to their other line. Gus McDonald, Dondo at the back. That's a pair we've seen a lot of. And WA stick with this pommy-looking zone. Cottrell on the mark. 3 in a cup, 2 wings and a deep. Doe, McDonald. Hannah's in an acre deep, but the throw doesn't come. Bennett. Crossfield flick to Francis. Francis with the lefty backhand. That man doesn't really have a dominant hand.
I don't really have a dominant hand. That's probably because my dominant hand isn't sufficient.
Oh, Francis just is taller than O'Neill. It's that simple.
Showing he can do it. Both ends of the... Oh, no, we've had a...
Looks like a cramp over here.
Bit of a casualty down the bottom.
The sniper's out and he's shot Tim Dugmore.
Oof.
WA going to struggle without him. Fisher Day. Classic Fisher Day shows that
saving
not only is he a great player, just a lovely dude. Helps his opposite player out. Stretch out the calf, maybe it's the calf by the look of it.
He's gone for a rub of the calf. You need them.
They help. They certainly help.
Oh, good on ya.
Looks like Ryan Black will take his spot. The disc will stay with Dondo as Doug Moore thinks about it.
Oof. Oof, that camera angle, just capturing the pain. Oh, that's going to be a meme later. What have I got, memes?
I think that's what the kids say, yeah.
Kids these days.
Us old fellas, just can't keep up.
It's all new to me with their Facegrams and Instabooks.
Oh,
back to
Fisher
it.
Day.
Take you fishing.
And little flip for the goal, that man.
Wowee. Give this bloke a contract.
Put him in the AUL.
AUL.
Somebody call up the
NBL,
Perth Power.
NFL. Put him in the Melbourne Cup. We'll see his face and number on the Sydney Opera House next year for the Everest. That's where he'll be.
I look forward to it. I'd put money on him. I'd back him in.
Yeah. Get on the early market.
Finds McClay for that goal. And that's half time.
That is decent.
And what a way to take it. Jeez, what a half. Tell you what, if you were starting to snooze off before this one, this game has certainly woken you up. And these players are going to have a little break. They're going to grab a drink. And so will we. But don't go anywhere because we're coming to you live from the Australian Under-22 Ultimate Championships here in Perth, Western Australia. And welcome back to the Australian Under-22 Ultimate Championships. We're in the Ultimate Australia live stream. Joined in the booth by Brendan Canzeri. I'm Max Stenstrom. And this is a hell of a game. We've learned a lot in the first half of WA New South Wales. We've learnt that Fisher Day is a murder in cold blood. And we may have learnt that the earth is vertical. And that horizontality is a word.
It is a word.
To be confirmed.
Ask me about it.
All right.
Maybe
Tell me about it.
It's a geological term. The law of horizontality is a dating method used. It's a pretty basic one. Didn't really need to go to uni for it. It just says if there's something underneath something else, the thing that's underneath that thing is older.
Dating method, okay. Mine's Tinder, but anywho, we got a bit of ultimate going on. We should probably pay attention. It'll be Harrison Revai that'll get the action kick started once more. He's got the disc in the centre of the field. It'll be a brick. Looks like New South Wales have mixed up their lines for the first time. Revai finds Keys.
Oh,
Gets the cup moving, goes over the top.
Oh.
Straight in and out of the arms of Derek Lau.
Are we saying Mackenzie did enough there to stop Lau from getting that? We'll claim it. Mackenzie, first team all defense. Pups with the frisbee now. O'Neill just missing Pesh. And a turn. Oh dear. That'll do it.
Rabs will call it.
Uncontested by the looks of it.
Yeah, look, you can't say no to Rabs. He's too nice.
Oh, he's gorgeous. I mean, yeah, he's nice.
And he'll get the disc back. O'Neill agrees. Not contested. It's all pretty crowded there, but they'll get it off that sideline. Keys finds its way through the centre. Back to Keys. It's got surely a double team on him, but it's not called perhaps. Scuba's over the top to Hannah. A couple of Hannahs on this team. That's Mitchell. Revive with the lefty. Great patience from these New South Wales players. As I say that, Keys lasers a forehand to Wren at his shins. Can't hold on to it though.
Cottrell to pick up now for WA. Don't know what's happening here. There's a stoppage of some kind, but Cottrell didn't really stop, and now there's a violation. Cool. They've stopped playing.
All's well that ends well, and it looks like it's going to end well. So,
and it has. Here we go again. Cottrell finds O'Neill. Back to Cottrell. He's got a couple streaming. Deep, that is. Looks dump. O'Neill! Oh, my.
How's that for horizontality? Alex O'Neill gets huge.
Ren Tran now. Words of wisdom coming from the coach. Work it in, and they've worked it in. And you know what that means? They go from 6 to 7 on the scoreboard. You know what that also means? They're one behind.
They are indeed.
Yep.
Gee whiz.
Quick math.
Holy dooly. A few minutes ago, this was starting to look like it might be a blowout. And then all of a sudden, WA right back in it.
Look at this.
That's as good as grab you'll see. Cottrell and O'Neill really showing up in the second half. And little correction to that score. It's actually now 8-6. That was our mistake.
I was going to offer up some quick math lessons, but can someone offer up some quick math lessons to me? So might need them. 8-6 though. Very doable. Probably more doable than 8-5. Black with the pull.
And Dell pick it up. Looks like we've got the zone again. WA feeling like that's working.
Oh.
Big swing to Francis. I feel if WA can keep the pace slow, they'll be in a good spot. But we know how deadly New South Wales are once they get things flowing. And that pass will make life difficult for Angus McDonald.
Oh, that's going to be close though.
Oh, he digs it out. Well done to him.
He's got it.
from the back of his own end zone. Bangs a backhand downfield.
And we have a call.
Fisher Day not super happy with Matthew McKenzie. I'm not. At first glance, didn't seem like a huge amount of contact.
Let's look at this by Gus McDonald. Oh, dearie me.
Gee whiz, there was not a lot of space under that disc.
I tell you what, Jim's mowing needed to come here, trim the grass a little bit. Referee. Well, unfortunately, we don't have referees. Even if we did, I don't think he would have been able to spot that.
No.
Let's have another squiz at this.
I mean, credit to him, great effort. Yeah, but from this angle in the slow-mo, I reckon it's down. We'll see if we get another look at it because they're having a bit of a long conversation. Dondo's pass way out in front, bobbles up with the wind.
Oh, one hand, one bounce. Are we claiming it? Backyard rules?
Maybe if he hadn't cut his fingernails before this game, he would have got under there fast enough. But
oh, well, they're hanging on to it anyway because in the meantime, the Fisher Day Matthew McKenzie chat room has ended and we're going back.
On the back of his own end zone, McDonald flipped to Doe. This is exactly where WA want them. You can feel McDonald feels that pressure. Nice flick to Rolls. Rolls will bang it long, but we've got an out call on him. Day will have to catch this, I think. I don't know the rules.
Well, he caught it anyway, so you don't need to know the rules.
No, sweet.
I like this. This is what I would do. I wouldn't be able to throw that back. I would run to a distance where I could and still not throw it to the target.
Excellent. Looks like Rolls was out.
Nah, Fisher Day, though, having an absolute stunner of a game. Ryan Black. Oh,
over the top.
Sneaks over. Oh, Matthew McKenzie could have gone with the one hand, one bounce rule. Didn't. Oh, and the block! How's that for you?
Oscar Francis gets the door shut on him.
Cottrell now. Settle things, but he doesn't. And why should he? He's found Robertson. Bolo, Neto, Golo. Oscar Francis. How many times have you seen Oscar Francis get blocked? He's a great thrower, but Julian Bocking putting his hand, well, in the right spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Stuck out the right paw.
Enough said.
Just stopped it dead. Well, not quite, but got the hand block. And then WA went the other way. Got to say, Lucas Cottrell, the guy is what, 18, 19? And he is tearing this field up.
The young blood on this WA team. It's a good sign for WA Ultimate. Good sign.
Ends up finding Kovlev's. Now it's 8-7. Now they go from 6 to 7.
Speaking of pause, can we go back to the doggo? I like the doggo. Wowee. A point filled with controversy. More controversy than Trump's personal email.
Holy dooly, it's 8-7. We've got a game on our hands. I'll be honest, I was worried early on. Looked like New South Wales might run away with it, but home field advantage pays off. Looks like WA is running downhill both ways at the moment. New South Wales on the back foot.
You'd expect this zone again from WA. Just going to whisper Callahan. 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 New South Wales doing well, though, and they get it out of there. Oh, but they'll go back in.
And they'll drop that. Felix Watson.
This WA defense has been relentless.
Pretty much since they've gone to zone, this game has looked like a whole different match. And Ryan Black.
How about it?
All of a sudden, 8 apiece. This game has evened up, and New South Wales have not scored in the second half. WA have gone 3 in a row.
If I was the head coach of New South Wales, Brenton Chong, I would probably say a bit more than get the disc and put it in the end zone.
Do you think it's time to call the boys in and have a spray? I feel like you got to give them a spray at some point.
I don't mind it. I love a good spray.
Gets the boys going. Things are getting real out there. New South Wales definitely not quite as cheery as they were just a few points ago.
It was also good to see the competitiveness of Junior Ultimate in Australia. We're chilling at 8-all, and this is quality footy.
Except that it's not footy.
It can be anything it wants to be. It is quality.
But I mean, you're absolutely right. Under 22 is relatively new on the Australian ultimate scene, and even just a couple of years ago, it was not the quality that we're seeing right here. Speaking of quality, Gus McDonald needs to inject some into this New South Wales offense. As Dondo, Blady flicked Dennis Tran. It's got Rolls. It's got Fisher Day. It'll go to Doe. Francis McDonald. Nice little backhand from McDonald to Rolls, and that's a goal. New South Wales steady the ship and stop the bleeding. Now things are getting serious.
Nothing to get down about if you're WA though. New South Wales started on offense. They scored. That's, I suppose, what the offense is meant to do.
It is indeed.
Now it's your crack.
Both teams coming into this one, 1 win, 1 loss. So there's a real opportunity to put them in a nice spot at the end of this group stage. Dennis Tran's hamstring problem earlier on, clearly not enough to keep him off the field. It was calf, but it wasn't enough, and he's back out there and clearly makes a difference.
The baby cow's causing a few problems for a couple of players in this game. I don't think we've seen a return from Tim Dugmore though.
No, that's a big loss.
Yeah,
for Western Australia. He almost started this recovery for them.
Yeah,
made a couple of massive plays.
I'm going to call it. He started this recovery.
Couple of massive plays, and you've just felt the whole team turn up the volume just a little. Go up another setting on the stereo.
Turn the bass up.
Joey Oswald's pass, a little far out in front. Kovalev's thought about trying to have a go to clean it up, but he couldn't get there. McDonald, Revi, Sau. This looks like a bit of a thrower-heavy line for New South Wales. Feeling like upwind, life's just a little bit tougher.
Foggin, tapping the disc in.
Oh, Dylan Bennett. He leaves his feet but can't hold on. On the far side.
Worked up to Podmore. Podmore looking line. Wants the dump now. That isn't a bad shot.
Oh, geez, it looked like he almost gave up on that.
I'm
early.
kind of not sure what happened there. It's sort of... He didn't get the memo to whack out an arm and...
He slowed down.
Maybe it's something we're missing, like it was...
Did he not see the disc?
Or what happened here?
He stopped and then decided to have a go.
Oh,
You got to keep chasing that. Joey Oswald. He might end up looking back on that and regretting it later. Oh, and that one. He might regret that later, Angus McDonald. In fact, he'll regret it right now as WA look to move it quick.
Podmore looking threatening. Go on, Oswald. Oh, and has he knocked that on?
He has. He's knocked it on to Ryan Kovlevs. Who else to clean up the scraps but Ryan Kovlevs? You feel like that's how he plays.
Wowee.
Scrappy player, but does really well.
Oh, that's fortunate for Oswald. Pity he couldn't reel that one in himself, and sort of a little bit of redemption for, well, just his mental state, I suppose, because, you know, you leave one like that and, yeah, as you said, it'll horn you. What's happened here?
Yeah, look, actually, that doesn't have a lot of excuses there. That should be a catch. At his knees, maybe not as high as he would have liked, but well catchable.
Yeah, probably throw an error there.
Spoken like a true receiver.
Yeah, you want that laces out on the chest. That's banged him in the patella. But lucky Cobwebs is there to clean her up.
9 apiece. Should mention it's an 80-minute game to 15, so probably won't get to score cap, as we only have about 15 minutes left, or just under. Hard-fought stuff. You see Gus McDonald on the field, 3rd point in a row. New South Wales starting to tighten things up a little bit.
Bit of desperation.
Yeah, feeling the pressure. They're feeling uncomfortable. You can tell a bit of frustration on the field as well.
Maybe that was Brian Cheng's coaching. Just put Gus out there. Gus, mate, win us the game.
Dondo. And that's just a simple giveaway.
Good turn. Gus McDonald.
Likes to look at rolls. He'll get the second effort.
No, that is...
Day.
Oh. That's unfortunate by Mackenzie there. You know, you make a decision, and I'm not going to say he made the wrong one. I probably would have done the same. And it was 2-on-1.
I mean, he did everything right, really.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And he
had a good go at it. And Rolls just got lucky in the end. McDonald shoots the long forehand.
Look, he had the read.
Got the hand up.
Yeah.
Had position as well.
Fisher Day with the they're probably the hardest catches to make. You got yourself a car park, all the time in the world. All you need to do is catch it. Well, he did that.
Easy to overthink it, though.
Oh, definitely. There's a bit of a crowd brewing as well, so, you know, a bit of spectator pressure.
Yeah, the mixed teams have showed up. They're done for this afternoon, I think, and they're over here getting around this one. They know a good game when they see one, as do we. New South Wales 10-9 up here in the pool play matches of the Australian Under-22 Ultimate Championships, brought to you on the Ultimate Australia live stream. Gus McDonald, 4 points in a row. I'm going to start checking this. We'll see if he subs off before the end of the match.
Ruin with Jim's mowing grass cutter to Wesley. Wesley putting a stamp on it. And then Fisher Day actually stamping on it. The ball's gone flat. And we got another.
You got to give credit to the WA coaching. They went down early. They made some tweaks, made some adjustments, and they've brought it back to be a real tight one. Sao and McDonald just play catch at the back, waiting for something to happen downfield. Bennett's got space. Tran will deliver.
Oh,
and it dives at the end.
Got a piece of that as well. That one just died off. Just sort of shows how much this wind might have a bit of an effect.
And that's the hooter, but don't worry, this game started late because the previous one finished late, so we still have a few minutes before the end of this one. Just under 10 to be precise. WA, pretty standard looking vertical. Simple yet effective, but not that effective.
McDonald to pick up here, get his name out. He's really taken control of this New South Wales team in the last 4 points, I believe. Really the whole game.
McLeay, easy pass to Fisher. Day.
I tell you what, it's a fishbowl. Fisher Day is having an absolute party this game. Put him on your dream team.
He is racking up stats like it's going out of fashion. And all of a sudden, New South Wales back to a 2-point lead with the clock running down. Probably won't be enough. They'll have to keep scoring. Plenty of game to play. And I reckon with that... Oh, no, it looks like he's staying. I was going to say Gus McDonald might have earned himself a point off, but...
No R&R for Gussie.
He's just going all of them from here on in.
Got to be careful here, because this might tune him down for the next few games.
Yeah, they're really selling out for, I guess, early pool play.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Bryce Chang must know what he's doing, though, as the coach.
Foggin here now. WA a bit slow to get the offense moving. No real opportunities. Oh, that was a sneaky one out to Whitby.
And some great patience, but in the end they push a throw that wasn't really on. It looks like we've got another cramp on this near side, another sniper. Tan Ping Ren on the floor. Not having a good time, not sure what the issue is or if he'll get back up.
He's found a good spot. It's nice green grass there.
Oh, the grass here is beautiful. I got to say, WA.
Yeah, I was trying to say that before in a previous game, but I think I was coming off a bit biased. But no, yeah, you keep going.
Yeah, I've come from the East Coast and beautiful over here, absolutely beautiful.
Bowling green.
Yeah, before the first game this morning, there's a guy out here with a spirit level and a comb, preparing the surface.
That's Uncle Greg.
Greggy.
Yeah, good on you, Greg.
Doing great work. Dylan Bennett.
Also doing great work.
Thinks about the flick. Instead goes to Sal. Levi. McDonald shouting for it, doesn't get the rock. Now he does. He's in the centre. He's got Day coming underneath. Couple of players cutting into that same space. Not what
Bennett,
you want.
Oh, just drops before him. The Freo doctor said nope.
Bennett had a real breakout performance at under-22s last year. See whether he can repeat some of those heroics. As they shoot deep. It's going to turn over.
Turns
Nice
under.
hole.
Great read. Cobwebs in the end zone. Not presenting much. Osborne, oh, and a bid. Just misses, but WA able to get the goal. Oswald pulling that one in for the major score. I don't think there's a minor score, just a score.
It is just a score. We don't, unlike that other
major
silly game you're talking about, we don't give points when you miss.
Oh, croquet.
Yeah, silly
Is
game.
it that one? I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Mark McClay, though, with a great bid at the end there, had a real good look at it.
I like this read, though. That is not easy.
Nah, spinning around over the wrong shoulder.
Ren Tran did well there.
We'll see if we can have a look at that final assist as well.
Nah, don't worry about it. Here we go. We'll get that queued up.
Look at this. I love the way that he threw this. Oh, you don't get a good look at it, but
he holds the form as well.
Oh, nice. Just to remind everyone.
Get out the Polaroid camera. He loves it.
Here we are, 10-11. WA with work to do, but they're going the slightly downwind of the two ways.
Bradley Cheng just having a extended word to his players. Oh, bowled him. Taken out off stump.
Keys in absolutely no rush. Very relaxed getting back there. You would have thought he... Oh, gosh.
Oh, look at that. This is what you want. We got a bowl game.
Wowee. And I hate to say it, but that was just bad play by Johnny Keys, shouldn't it?
It was a brain fart.
Brain fart. That's what that is. Brain fart. But it's a great brain fart from my perspective because we're suddenly 11-all.
Oh, I'm 23.
Oh.
Yeah. How old are you?
11.
Oh. Oh. We're 11-23 then.
Oh. Yeah, just plucks it out and flips it for the goal.
He did walk up to that one, didn't he? There's almost, although this whole game, there's almost been a confident stigma. We had Don Doe and Gus McDonald paper scissing rocking to pick up the disc. We got young fellas on the WA team that are not even looking behind for a handler. They're just picking up and going. The confidence that these players have in this wind to grab the footy, have a kick, the frisbee, and give it a crack is fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of swagger out there.
It's cool swag.
Oh, Gus McDonald. He holds on. He's class. Finds Francis. Almost puts that one into the ground. Doe. Blade over the top to McDonald. He holds on. You can see the wind really starting to affect the throws, even those shorter ones. Doe. He's got Revi. He's got Francis. There's a bit of a power line for New South Wales. I think all bar one of their players on the field has played for Australia. Leaves his feet. Hannah. Great grab. Full extension. Right hand out in front. Holds on.
Jeez, Rabs didn't make it easy for him.
Nice movement through the middle to set this up.
There you go. The bad passes make the good highlights.
And geez, it was a bad pass. Geez, it was a good highlight. That is a great grab.
That is beautiful. I'd be happy with that.
Didn't have a lot of time to react to it either.
He was happy with it. I'd be happy. Everyone's happy.
12-11. Not long now. Looks like we'll get time cap very, very shortly, which means we'll finish this point, add 1 to the highest score, and that will be our new target.
Francis, start the point off with the pull. Oh.
We're living on the edge.
Why not? Pesh clip it now. Back with Black. Pesh running out of time. Puts it up there in orbit. Pack grab.
Got a foul call. Mark McClay definitely came in at pace from a long way
I want
downtown.
to have a look at Bennett here because he roundhoused that, and that could have been, that could have been the contact that Mackenzie has felt there.
There's definitely a lot of bodies in not a lot of space.
Oh, I love a good pack grab.
Game advisors will get involved. They can clarify what the rules are, give their perspectives, but the players are free to ignore it if they want. It's retracted, so the turn will stand.
Kind of like your parents.
Retracted?
No, don't retract your parents. Game advisors, they have an opinion. Tell you what's going on. I mean, you don't have to listen. Well, most of the time you choose not to.
But it somehow makes you feel good to have him there anyway, doesn't it?
Oh, you'd be lost without him.
Ernie Sow finds Liam Varley. Varley, recent Div 2 Mixed Nationals champion with VLS. Finds Francis.
Having a Varley party.
Bennett. Nice forehand to Francis. Today. He's got Feng up line, doesn't want it. Francis. McClay. Does he get the back foot in? No, he doesn't. Great effort. Finds Varley instead. He does. All righties. 13-11. Game to 14. Here we go.
What a game.
What?
13-11. Leave the kids at school, pick them up later. Get yourself to Ashfield.
It's the best show in town right now. West Australian men are really taking it to New South Wales. New South Wales team that was, on paper, one of the favourites coming into this tournament. But they've already shown they bleed. They've shown they're mortal. They went down to Queensland this morning in the Universe Point loss, 11-10. And that is still certainly on the cards here. We've seen WA string a few in a row together. They did it out of half. They'll have to do it again here. I would love to see them go back to their zone, though. On the turn, though, I don't see that happening. It's a brave coach that calls zone in a sudden death situation.
Oh, dear me. Oh, that's going to give me nightmares. Almost dropping the pool there, Oswald. Oh no. Oh, no. And this is...
Oh. This is what happens when he doesn't sub in the second half.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see here. Braden Church is running out of players. And key player at that. Gus McDonald has gone down with a... I'm going to call it a baby cow. His calf as well.
Yeah. And that's a loss. That's a real loss.
That is a big loss.
Oh, and Cottrell.
Oh, Gives him a get out of jail free card.
Ernie Sow, Dylan Bennett, Kovalev's right on him. Oh, nice snag. Right in front of us. Francis in the centre. Goes far side to McClay. Players working hard, finds Varley. He's got Ravai in the end zone. Bennett goes to ground to hold on to that one. Oh, and he goes to Francis on the far side. This could be for the game. And it is. New South Wales. Geez, they end up 14-11, and gosh, it feels closer than that.
Definitely. WA boys do not come out defeated from that. Well, they do, but that was great. Great performance, both teams.
I mean, right at the start there, New South Wales went out to, a 3-1 lead. They looked like they were going to blow this one out of the water. And credit to WA and their coaching staff. They made some adjustments, and it was 10 apiece for a moment there. And then New South Wales pushed it at the end, and they came away with it. But hell of a game. Buckets of plays. I don't know what else to say. Just a great match.
You'd almost need a top 100 plays of the day. That game was a racket. That was wicked.
It really was. I'll tell you what else will be wicked, though. The next match. So we're going to have a quick break. You guys don't go anywhere, though. Got more Ultimate coming to you from the Australian Under-22 Ultimate Championships. I've been Max Stenstrom, been joined in the booth by Brendan Kanziri. It's been a pleasure.
Alti.tv.